option
your
at the
helper.
coffee shop. And she's bashful.
Oh, she is. Yeah, look.
Okay. So obviously we have a coffee shop, and since opening, we've kind of expanded our bean varieties and what we offer at the coffee shop. On a daily basis, we typically have our sunrise blend, which is a medium roast, and then our dark roast is a Sumatra, and then we have a light roast that is from Brazil. Those are the three that we typically stick with, that we've tried and they're our favorites. And then we offer a daily flavored coffee, if anyone likes just flavored black coffee. And Quinn and I are obsessed with, it's a blend called Regal, and it's a medium roast blend, and you can taste the hints of caramel, rum, and pecan. We got in a fresh bag today, and I opened it just to smell it, and it is like a
Heaven.
candle times 10. It smells so good.
That's a good.
And we got in pumpkin spice today. It's a flavored coffee, just flavored black. And we still continue to get all our beans from Rural Route Roaster out of Lakeview. Ellen Frank is the owner. We started with her, but when we first got the idea, and she just does such an awesome job. She tests all her beans, and she roasts them herself in her little red barn on her farm. And right now it's harvest season, so she drives the grain cart for her husband. So she was in the shop at like 6 a.m. And for all our latte drinkers, we have expanded all of our flavors. I think we only had 12 flavors to offer for our lattes, and we are now up to 50. I had Gracie count them the other day. It took her a while. And we have 16 sugar-free options, which is, I'm diabetic, and a lot of people ask for the sugar-free. And typically a lot of coffee shops don't offer very many sugar-frees.
That's true.
And then since we opened, we started doing the monthly latte specials, and we do Lotus specials. And Lotus is a energy drink that we started doing. It's all plant-based. They're all fruity flavored, and you mix them with club soda. But there's no additives, preservatives. It's relatively a pretty healthy energy drink. The energy is the same
Smells
energy
energy.
from coffee. They just, instead of waiting till it's a bean, they use the flower off of a coffee plant.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
so if anyone wants to try that, they're really refreshing.
Never tried that.
And we also carry all the sugar-free options in that
So you can get
also.
your caffeine from. Cool, right?
We've also added a cold brew tower, and if you've been to the shop, it's on the counter right when you walk in. It's that tall, it looks like a chemistry something. But cold brew is a method that involves steeping coarse grounds with ice cold water, and it takes about 14 to 20 hours to make 1 gallon.
Wow.
Cold brew is a smoother, sweeter, and less acidic when you compare it to like drip coffee. And you can taste the hints, like when the bag of coffee says you can taste the caramel, you can really taste it. You don't really need to sweeten it or anything. And the caffeine content is a lot higher than drip coffee. Yes. So if you need an extra kick in the summer before you go to garden work. And also, since we started, we have had a fun time practicing our latte art. And
That's
if
so
you've
fun.
gotten a coffee at the coffee shop, Quinn is way better than me. Well, once in a while I get one that looks okay. I just say that mine is abstract.
Oh, good.
So here's some pictures. Most of these are Quinn's.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's fun to see him.
Yes, he does an amazing job.
It is so fun to see. It just adds something extra when you drink your coffee.
Yeah.
Makes it more of an experience than just getting a coffee. 2023. And we stuck to just one special a day. And some of the customer favorites were the tater tot casserole, the turkey avocado panini, our breakfast wrap Fridays, our spaghetti bake, and our ham and cheese paninis. And just this week, we introduced a breakfast menu and a lunch menu that we do daily. And it has been such a busy week. Me and Gracie have been running around. So we're still working out all the kinks, but I think it's been pretty flawless so far. But we've got a lot of good feedback on it, so it's been awesome. And we did start this week making homemade breads.
Sweepers.
So we did a sourdough loaf. Yesterday we did a sourdough loaf, and we did our avocado toast, our cinnamon sugar toast, all on the homemade sourdough, and it was delicious. And then today we just did a basic homemade white loaf, which was also delicious. And we're hoping to continue to do that, at least for our breakfast options for now, and then maybe if we really get good at it, we'll expand it to our paninis. But over the past year, it's been like such a learning experience, and just cooking for people in general is like so different, but it's been so fun. I love trying new things and recipes, and I always try to make things as healthy as possible and as homemade as possible. So most of the products that I do use for cooking is all natural and preservative free and free of dyes. Here's some pictures of some things we've done. The first one was, a tuna melt panini day, and then some people asked for it as a salad, so we did that. And then the middle one was I was just experimenting, and it was a chocolate espresso sourdough. It was so good. I almost ate the whole loaf, I think.
Healthy option.
Yeah. And then the third one, this is on our new breakfast menu, but it's called a loaded bagel, and it's a plain bagel with cream cheese, and then on this one I put blueberries, strawberries, mango, and then chia seeds and honey on top. That was also delicious.
Falls off. It's okay.
And I'm sure you all have heard that Quinn, completed the other side of the coffee shop. It was the west side, and originally we had it was a wall, and it was all closed off, and it was completely gutted down to the studs. And that was where the old walk-in coolers for all the pop and the freezers were in the old gas station. So Quinn spent all last winter, every night, he was there working on that, and it turned out so awesome. And since that got done in April, because April 10th we already had our first party booked, so he was on a deadline, and he made it like a week before. But since it's open, we've used this space for lots of parties. We've had, our Thirsty Thursday night. We've done a couple bridal showers, class reunion for Creek Days. We've done a spa night. We've had 2 painting parties, multiple wine tastings, some birthday parties. Monday we have a sound bath, and a sound bath is like a meditation. She cleaned her shoes. But the sound bath is a meditation ceremony, and Wendy Jepson from Ivy Grove, she has Simply Rustic, and she performs it. She brings all these vibration drums and instruments, and yeah, she like puts you in this deep relaxation trance. I've done a couple with her, and you wake up, it's like 45 minutes long, but you wake up and you feel like you just took the best nap of your life. It is so cool. So if anyone's available, it's at 7 o'clock on Monday.
You've been in that store. It's different.
And we also pictures of our spa night we had. We had Cooper Herrick, who has Simply Skin Aesthetics. She was doing facials. And then in the middle picture, we had Shelly Leon. She sells Hue and Grace, which is like an all-natural line of, it's hormone-free products. And she was doing hand massages and yeah, it was like this butter, this body butter that we put on our hands, but it lasted for like a week. It was so cool. And we are actually gonna have another spa night in November. I can't remember the date right now, but she'll be back. And then there's Radley, and she was getting hair tinsel in her hair. And then here was some pictures of the class reunion we had, and I think there was like 45 people that showed up.
Looks like Danny's here.
It was, I can't remember, how many years was it, Ladonna, or?
60, well, from 61 till now.
Okay, yeah, class of
That's
1961.
60.
And it was an impressive turnout. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
I loved hearing their stories. My favorite part was when you guys all put your circle, or your chairs in a circle and then told stories. That was so cute.
It was fun.
Yeah. And we actually have, the next 2 Creek Days booked already for class reunions. Here was a couple paint parties. We did, 2 different paint parties. And then another big thing we did was the farmers markets. We started those right away in the summer of 2023, and we did 3 that year. And then this summer we did 3 as well. Some of the vendors, I think all in all, the vendors were around 20. But we had baked goods, we had homemade bread, a lot of sourdough, there was some clothing, homemade candles, crocheted goods, macrame, fresh squeezed lemonade, there was face painting, farm fresh goodies, fresh cut flowers, and we had Neil Anders playing live music this summer. It was just really fun, and all the weather was awesome really for all of them, we got lucky. And in 2025, we're hoping to continue the farmers markets and keep adding new vendors, old vendors. Just keep it local and small. Here were some pictures of some of the vendors. There's Gracie, she helps out at the coffee shop, and she does petite treats. She does cake pops. They're beautiful and delicious. And she just started doing cakes. And then we had quite a few young entrepreneurs having stands and setting up. And that was Blair Teese, and she was selling like little melted beads that she turned into magnets. There was some of the fresh cut flowers and Neil Anders, and then the face painting. Oh, here were some more pictures. This is on the breakfast menu. That is the loaded toast. So it was a piece of sourdough, it's avocado, seasoning, a fried egg, and then it had feta and arugula on it.
Yummy.
And then we do acai bowls, which is like it's acai, frozen fruit, and yogurt is the base, and then you can add whatever toppings you want. But they are very delicious, filling, healthy, all the good stuff. Inside the shop, we have lots of small local businesses. We have Flowers by Tiffany, Petite Treats Cake Pops, JM Designs is the door hanging signs. We have baby bibs that are homemade by Brenna Sternberg. I think that's how you say it. My sister Shay, homemade soaps. some pictures of what's inside the shop. A lot of times it's Radley. Tiffany always has such a beautiful display of her flowers. She does such a good job. And another event we did was a make and take flower bouquet. So Tiffany brought all the flowers and you could pick whatever flowers you wanted, and she kind of
That was fun.
coached you how to
You're still doing it?
choose and what flowers to make it pretty. But that was a really fun day. Hopefully we'll do that again. Outside the coffee shop, we've changed quite a bit there too. We got new tin on the west and north walls. We added the black awnings above the windows, which my dad welded for me. And the biggest change was removing the old gas tanks and canopy. That was a big undertaking. Hopefully someday we can fill that in with concrete and make it all smooth out there. Someday though. I painted that mural that's on the east side of the coffee shop. And there was some pictures of Quinn finishing the west side. There was a lot of flooring to lay, and his back was feeling it. But he never complains. And then heading into 2025, we're just hoping to continue making quality drinks and homemade healthy meals for the community. We want to help the community out as much as we can, doing anything. We're hoping to keep adding fun events and pop-ups in the shop, bring more small businesses and vendors to our shop and market, keep adding mental health events like the sound baths. We're hoping to start doing some yoga classes at the coffee shop. I'm taking classes to become a yoga instructor, so hoping to offer that. Do some more spa nights, and I put wine night under mental health night.
We're doing chair yoga down there in Arizona. It's fantastic. I've sort of got away from that one here.
And my family is awesome. They're always helping out whenever we need them. So just some cute pictures of them, because I appreciate them. Looking back at the past year and a half of starting a small business, not knowing anything or what we were getting into, the single most amazing thing has been the amount of support we've received from everyone. It's been awesome. All the feedback, positive comments, happy smiles when everyone walks into the shop. It's so awesome. We appreciate it. We've gained so many friends that we never thought possible. Our customers have become such a part of our daily lives, and we're so thankful. That's it. Any questions?
You forgot about your smoothies.
Oh,
They
yes.
are really good.
Yes. And those are
If you don't
healthy
drink
too.
coffee, you have to have a smoothie.
Yes. Thank you.
How late do you serve the breakfast items?
They run out.
Till we're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have a cutoff.
We don't have to.
It, like all week, it seems like the last people to get breakfast are usually around 10, but I could still do an afternoon breakfast. I could eat breakfast all day. Yeah.
So when you rent out your, room,
Mhm.
do you furnish the food then, or do they
I
bring food
have.
in, or do they bring?
Either.
Either way.
Yep. Yeah, I've done it both ways.
Okay.
And sometimes people bring their food in, but they want us to stay and make coffee, so we've done that. Kinda just whatever.
Okay.
You're
We
flexible.
can make whatever work. Yeah, we're flexible.
So your new room is, since sunrise is on the other side, it's sunset on the other?
Yeah, yeah, kinda sunset. Yeah, and oh, I forgot to say, we have a wine night coming up. It's October 26th, it's a Saturday. And there will be appetizers, there's gonna be wine tasting from the Soldier Creek
still, no matter what, whatever you change.
Alrighty,
Nancy,
yeah.
I just wanna say, what you have done is so uplifting to this community.
Yes.
It's just
Thank
changed
you.
everything.
I did not expect that when we started either. To become, I don't know, someone that people look forward to seeing. It's been
Oh.
like such a, that was a shock.
How did you come up with the idea in the first place?
Quinn and I always get confused about this question because we can't really ever remember. It was like, I think he kind of said, we should do something with the gas station. And then he was like, well, all the other towns have coffee shops.
Yeah.
He was kind of joking though at first. And then I was like, wait, that might be a really good idea. And then we just dove in and
Yeah.
went nonstop research. But yeah, it's been awesome.
Hadn't you gone to a coffee shop someplace and you were so impressed with that?
Not a particular one, I don't think, but
Idea.
any local coffee shop you go to, it's just so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Than a gas station coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell they've worked
It
to
is,
make that
there's
coffee
always people
good.
there. I don't get there as often as I'd like, but.
I think you're amazing because you have so much going on.
Yeah.
Stuff I've never heard of.
I'm kind of just learning too, but I want everyone else to learn about it too because it's so interesting. And there's nothing else to do, so why not? But yeah, hopefully we can keep doing that. And I'm really excited to start doing the yoga.
Yes.
You're a yoga?
No, I want to be one.
Yeah. Me too.
My body's getting a little older, and I gotta stretch it
Yeah.
more.
Oh,
Yeah.
if I can get
I
up,
don't have a timeline when I'll be
Yeah,
done, but
if I can get up and down, that's the thing.
You will be, the sooner the better.
yeah.
Well, I know the chair yoga was fantastic.
When you get done, but you
So,
feel
wow.
good.
Yeah, you do. Even Slim loved it.
Nancy,
Yeah.
my friends from Omaha are thoroughly impressed with you two and just really delighted to come in and frequent your shops.
Aw, thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Warm and welcome.
Yes.
That was like the number one thing when we decided to have a coffee shop. We didn't want
So
anyone
Quinn-
to walk in
Quinn
and
called me
feel like,
Mrs. Schrader
oh,
to get Mrs.
they
to be
don't care
married.
to see me, or they look crabby, so let's just leave.
No.
There is a difference in the shops
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a huge difference.
Say hello or
Yeah.
Names and you know what they like to drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's-
I never knew we had such good memories, but we really do. I'm impressed some days.
It's because you like what you do.
It must be.
your bread. So when do you get time to make your bread?
I don't know. Well, the sourdough I kind of like got really excited about I think it was 2 summers ago.
Do you make your own starter?
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
Yes,
really?
she's
Oh,
made
I've
so
been toying
hard.
with the idea.
You have
Oh,
to feed it, right?
yes, and it takes time.
Feed and water like every day for 10 days.
Yes, and then you have to keep it healthy.
Yes.
Kate Boyer was trying to explain to us water walkers what,
It is
she
a
knows how to do it.
process.
She's like, we're like, well, you teach us how, so you have to have
Yeah.
certain things.
A tip that Jenny Beeler gave me was once you get it going, then you put it in the fridge.
Yes,
And then you just take it out whenever you want
as
to use
needed.
it.
And then feed it again.
Kate
Yes.
said to her daughter said to her, it's alive. You have
Yes, you have to keep it
feed
alive.
You
It
have to
is.
feed it like it's
Because
a
see,
person.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
the leavening.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the leavening, it's the yeast. It's not yeast like you put into regular bread.
Bread.
So this sourdough is that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just do the Amish bread or
And that's sort of different.
And that's different.
Yeah.
Amish, yeah.
Yeah, that's different. This is cool.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Jeez. Amazed.
it's alive, yeah. That's what
And-
she said, you have to treat it
I
like
will
it's
have to.
alive.
I only did that one
So
time.
my daughter's
And
been-
there was a reason.
This
So how long do you have to,
It takes about 10 days before you,
can
anywhere
use it?
from 7 to 10 days before it really gets to the consistency where it's gonna be active enough to raise your dough. It's involved. The ingredients are very simple, but you just have to be committed to feeding it every day. And you have to take so much out of your jar every day, and then you put so much back in. I've been so close to doing it, but I gotta be home number one.
Kate knows how to do it. You see how they've got, we teach us how to
We have coffee
You know,
and
in
lemonade
our
and
house,
treats
yeah.
over here.
So much taste.
Everyone
Yeah,
wants
it's
it.
basic things like water,